so marirai, nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. We are reading the story of Chudala and Shikidwaja. And Chudala, in the form of the Kumbha, she asked him, "What is your name? Please tell me, who are you? Because you asked me about me." So I told, I am Kumbha, son of Narada, born in a mystical manner. Now you tell. So Raja Uvacha, verse number 30 and 31st. Samsara bhita bhitat संसार भय भीतत्वा निवसामि वनांतरे शिखिध्वजोहम भूपालः त्यक्त्वा राजम इह स्थितः दुःखात् गच्छामि दुःखोगम कुर्वन्नपि क्रिया इमाम. I was afraid, frightened of this samsara, and therefore I left everything and came in this forest. My name is Shikidwaja. I have given up my kingdom and everything, and now I am settled here. And yet, kurvan api imam kriyam. I am doing so much of tapasya, doing the japa, collecting the flowers, offering to the Lord, and eating the leaves and then the fruits, whatever are available. I have given up everything. In spite of doing all this tapasya, dukkhat dukkhogham gacchami. Yet I am becoming more and more miserable. So, what I should do? Please tell me. Now here the Chintamani Upakhyanam begins. So, Chudala, now Kumbha, tells, Jnanam hi param shreyaha kaivalyam tena labhyate alabdha jnana drishtinam kriyatu syat parayanam. Now this we all have to understand, particularly those who are listening, those who are blessed by the divine grace, that Ishvaranugrahateva pumsam advaita vasana. For them I am talking. Jnanam hi param shreyaha kaivalyam tena labhyate. See, if I have got some spots, dirt on the cloth, I have to wash the cloth by the appropriate detergent or the stain remover. There I cannot do prayer. There I cannot do charity. Now if I have got some wound on my body, then I have to go to the doctor and get treated accordingly. If I have got some stomach problem, then I should take some medicine and clear the stomach elements. If this is understood, then if I have got problem in the mind, see, then what is the problem in the mind? The problem in the mind is ajnanam, incomplete knowledge. The knowledge becomes incomplete in the mind because mind is operating through the sense organs. And sense organs have their own limitations. Like the eyes, through which the mind expresses as vision, has a limitation of Vibgyor spectrum of light waves, from violet to the red. Beyond that, human eyes cannot see. And if I imagine, and rather we all imagine, if we imagine that whatever I see by the eyes, that alone is the truth, and that which is not seen by the eyes doesn't exist, we are functioning under ignorance. And this ignorance is in the mind. So ignorance is incompleteness in knowledge. Ignorance is not absence of knowledge. Knowledge cannot be absent. So this ignorance is in the mind. Naturally, we have to work on the mind. See? Not doing the pranayam, not doing the yogasanas, not going to the tirtha yatra, not giving the charity, see, not doing the puja poti. No. The problem is in your mind. So you have to correct the mind. Therefore, jnanam hi param shreyaha. Unless we come to know as to who we are, what is this mind? This is the essence of all spiritual life. Kaivalyam tena labhyate. By that only the kaivalya is attained. See? So, when we are disturbed, there are so many things. You do the japa, do this, do that. Instead of that, if you start just this way, who is disturbed? Immediately we pinpoint the cause. And there is somebody who is disturbed. And then find out, is that somebody real? You have started working on the path of knowledge. Then you will come to know that the somebody who is disturbed doesn't exist. It's only a temporary phenomena required for the day-to-day life. That's it. It's not real. In this manner, when we thus inquire about ourselves, then only the knowledge takes place, and by this knowledge, kaivalyam tena labhyate. By that only kaivalya, the absolute, undivided, one without a second, truth is experienced as one's own being. So ajnanam is removed and jnanam happens. See? Kaivalyam, yesterday I told you, sajatiya vijatiya svagata bheda rahita vastu is kaivalya. That where differences on account of the jati, like the plants and the animal, is not there. Differences on account of sajatiya bheda, all animals, one is cow, other is snake, third is giraffe, fourth is elephant. Their differences are not there. And swagata bheda, within the same cow, the horns are not the tail is not the stomach is not the legs. In this manner, swagata bheda. So where Jiva Jagat Ishvara Bheda is not there. See? So, jnanam hi param shreyaha kaivalyam tena labhyate. Alabdha jnana drishtinam, but those who do not have this, although when they might, see, even if we are not attained knowledge, but at least we are convinced that it is through knowledge only the truth is revealed. So here also, alabdha jnana drishtinam kriyam tu syat parayanam. Now those who are not aware of this, they are engaged in all kinds of activities. So they want to do something charity, go to the ashrams and do something, and do the puja and do dhanam, see, and take some social work. Please remember, social work is not spiritual life. Be very attentive. Most of the social workers are only worshipping their own ego through these kind of activities. This I had discovered many years before when I was in Calcutta with my host, and one elderly man, he also happened to be there. So we were together on a dining table. Naturally, who are you, who are you? So he asked me, what is your name? I said this and this. What do you do? I said, I do nothing. Therefore, I am a Babaji. But why you are here? I said, I am here for giving talks on Gita. Do you think your Gita talks is going to help people? I said, no, it is not going to help. Then why do you give? I said, it helps me. I get food. Because I give talk on Gita, this my host has invited me and therefore I am eating here. So I am doing it not for the world, I am doing for my survival. Do you think world will change because of your Gita? I said, no, it will not change. Then why are you giving? I said, I told you, for food, shelter. He said, you are a very peculiar person. I said, that is a manufacturer's defect. I am like that. What can be done? Then ultimately I had to also be polite and ask him, Babuji, who I do not know about you, I am so sorry. I should have known, but I am sorry I do not know. If you want to please any old person, ask that person about him and don't listen. And he will start non-stop. So this man started. And when I was young, hardly 18 years of age, and I was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi and Vinoba Bhave. Therefore, I had given up my school and college, and then I jumped into this serving the nation, serving the country. And then what did I do? They told me, go to the northeast part of India and serve the people there. So I came to Nagaland. And in Nagaland, I have established the schools and a hostel so that the local people can be trained. And I became very popular. I learned their language also. And like this, I have been working there for last 30 years. But now the same people for whom I have worked day and night, the institution that I have built, they are all after my life. And therefore I am over here. And they are destroying the institution and all that. So much I had done for them, but then the bitterness came out of it. But then the world is a dog's tail. It cannot be straightened. Then to reduce the seriousness of his talk, I asked him, I said, Babuji, the beauty of the dog is because of the crooked tail. If the dog has got a tail like a dish antenna, it will not look beautiful. See? So why he was so miserable? Because all that he was doing, he has never focused attention on himself. Who is he? In this God's creation, where is our position? If you take the whole planetary system, our earth is like a small sesame seed. It's so small. And in that we are there. And what a great arrogance. I have done this thing, I have done that thing. One of my friends called me yesterday, day frustrated, the same thing. The Swamiji, I have done good to everybody and I have supported everybody financially and advice-wise and kirtan and bhajan, everything I am doing, but all of them are cheats and they are not helping me win the thing and they don't like and all that, and I am very disturbed. I said, it is because of the ego. No, ego I don't have ahankar. I said, this is what you say, you don't have ahankar. The sign of ego is you become miserable. Remember this. A person who gets hurt or who becomes miserable is a strong ego sign. So misery is the symptom of ego. See? Therefore, alabdha jnana drishti nam kriyatu syat parayanam. But those who do not have, they keep themselves engaged in these kinds of activity. Go to the forest and don't eat this, don't eat that, stand on one leg and then do the puja and do the japa and stand in the water. See? Vasana matra saratvat ajnasya sapala kriya. Jnanino vasana nashat apala sakala kriya. Now what is the difference between the two? Vasana matra saratvat ajnasya, the ignorant people, they are all functioning under the influence of the ignorance, and therefore they want something in this world. Whatever they are doing, whether it is doing the yoga or doing the upasana or doing charity or social work, whatever they are doing, they are wanting something out of it. Safala kriya. So phala means desiring the results of action. So vasana matra saratvat, the very sar, the essence of all their activities, whether it is a puja or poti, you read all these stotras. What is written there? You read our Vishnu Sahasranam, at the end Parashruti comes. अर्थार्थी लभेत artha, putrarthi labhed putra, moksharthi labhed moksha. See, man, means whatever we are doing, we want something. Until such time we are wanting something in this world, we are incomplete. Then the result will be sometime you get, sometime you don't get. And you continue to be in this world, in the relative world, remaining as somebody or the other. Vasana matra saratvad ajnasya safala kriya. They are associated with the expectation of the results of their karma. And Jnani naha vasana nashan. Jnani Purush is functioning in this world not to get anything. See, then why is functioning? Time pass. If you understand this principle of ours, life is a time pass, nothing to gain, nothing to lose, nothing to do, nowhere to go, na kuch pana, na kuch khona. See, your mind will be dissolved in consciousness. Therefore, jnaninaha vasana nashat. We don't have to achieve anything, then why are we living? For time pass. That's it. And a person who is living for time pass, he cannot have the ego, and he has no achievement, no failure, and he has no agenda in front of him. That means the life is lived through him. He is not living as somebody. See? And therefore we told you, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, listen here but don't talk. So you are living the life, but you are not reacting in the life. Then how to live in the life? Karnataka. Just it's a drama going on. Drama inside the drama, inside the drama, inside the drama. See? Just to make this point, drama inside drama, let us take only from somewhere we have to start. So, grandparents, their drama is, I have got 3 sons and 2 are here and 1 is in another country, and he comes now and then, and now the second son, he is having a business, and the third son is an IAS officer, and he is in this government, and that is his dream. Then these 3 sons, they have got their own dreams. And dream is the same thing. I got married, I got 2 sons, I got 1 daughter, I got 4 children, and then this thing, then they have got another dream. So dream, another dream, inside dream, inside dream. And it is the same story. What is new? But we don't understand. See? So where is the wife? Where is the son? Nowhere. See? Can we separate the son from the man? Can we separate the husband from the man? Can we separate the father from the man? So the man alone is having the dream that he is a son, he is a husband, and he is a father. And who is miserable? It is these 3 people are miserable, who cannot be located, who cannot be seen without the man. So man is the reality and not these 3. Then what are they? Dream, drama, therefore Karnataka. This is Vedantic knowledge. Jnanino vasana nashan afala sakala kriya. Afala, they are not expecting anything. See? Therefore, if we are serving our parents, it's yes, your duty, you do it. Don't expect anything. If you are taking care of your wife or children, yes, that is your duty, do it, no problem. You are not doing something great. You have created the problem, now you sort it out. See? In short, living at 0 expectation level. And to live at 0 expectation level, live at 0 complaint level. The son has complained about the father, the husband has complained about the wife, and the father has complained about the son. Samsara is born. Jnanino vasana nashan afala sakala kriya. But for the wise, All these places, all these things have no meaning. Yasyajnatvam kshayam yati sarvam brahmeti bhavanad nodeti vasana tasya prajnasya ivam buddhihi marau. Yasya adnyatvam kshayam yati. He whose ignorance is gone. See? He whose ignorance is gone, and sarvam brahmeti bhavanat. And now he is living in the experience that aham brahmasmi. Sarvam brahmeti bhavanat. Then nodeti vasanatasya. Then he cannot have any desires. He cannot have any disturbance in the mind. See? This is an experience which can be compared as the sleepless sleep. Sleep because it is no sense of otherness and merging in the absolute Brahman. But it is sleepless because there is no adnyatvam, there is no ignorance. In this deep sleep, ignorance is the cause because of which we give up the world and merge in the absolute. And although we are in the absolute, yet we do not know. But if we are in the absolute and we know, therefore it is the sleepless sleep. See, so we are awakened. Bhagavad Gita defines this in the second chapter. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. So yasyajnatvam kshayam yati sarvam brahmeti bhavanat. So he is ever living in this knowledge, aham brahmasmi. We don't have to talk. Then how will be the life of such a person? Like the life of a space. Space supports everything, but doesn't get disturbed by anything. Nor the space has got the ego. Do you know I am supporting the sun, I am supporting the moon, I am supporting the earth, I am supporting the world? No, no ego. So whether they are there or not, who cares? क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Space has no problem. Things are there or not there. Exactly the same way. The wise man, yasya adnyatvam kshayam yati sarvam brahmeti bhavanar nodeti vasana tasya. His mind will not be disturbed. See? And be attentive. And in fact, there is no disturbance. See? Now this example repeating so that one day it should clip. By different colors and forms, vision is not influenced. For vision, all colors are same. By different sounds, ears are not influenced. Abuse or God's name. Praise or condemnation. See? By different taste, the tongue is not influenced. By different thoughts, the mind is not influenced. By waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi, the truth is not influenced. In short, the gold is not influenced by the ornaments. The ocean is not influenced by the waves. The water is not influenced by the ocean or the waves. So also, the truth that we are is not influenced by the relative world. The man is not influenced by the sun. The same man is not influenced by the husband. The same man is not influenced by the father. So this is our natural state. We don't have to do anything. Therefore, when this ignorance runs away, goes away, aham brahmeti bhavanat, by abiding in this knowledge, aham brahmasmi, nodeti vasanatasya. There cannot be any impact of anything. So all the experiences will continue to happen, but there will be no experiencer. See? Nodeti vasanatasya prajnasya. Tasya prajnasya. Such a wise man abiding in the absolute reality, there will be no disturbances of desires, vasana, Example is given, Yatha Ambudhihi Marau, like the mirage waters. See? Mirage waters cannot touch the place where it is appearing, is only an appearance. In the same manner, Mai eva sakalam jatam, Mai sarvam pradishtitam, Mai sarvam layam yati tad brahmadvayam asmya. Everything is born in me, everything is existing in me, and everything ultimately goes back in me. That is the ultimate truth. No deti vasana tasya pradhyasya iva ambudhihi marau samsara tarakam jnanam tvam kim ajnanavan stitaha koham katham idam jatam katham va shamyati shuddhruvam. Samsara tarakam jnanam. So the knowledge is the one which will help us transcend the samsara, because the king has told that I am tired, I am frustrated of this samsara. So when he said that his word samsara bhaya bhitatvat. So here this his wife or Kumbha has come to this point. Samsara tarakam jnanam tvam kim ajnanavan sitaha. So it is a knowledge what is impossible, what is required for attainment of freedom from this relative world. And kim ajnanavan sthita, and why are you wasting your time in doing this tapasya? Going in the forest and living there all alone and going and collecting the fruits like the monkeys. That is not sadhana. See, friends, we are ready to do complicated things. Simple things, if we are told that be happy, we will not do that. And we don't have to do it, because being happy is not becoming happy. But we want to do something. I want to do yoga, I want to do meditation. Samsara tarakam jnanam kim tam tvam kim ajnanavan sthitaha. Why are you living like an ignorant fool? Koham katham idam jatam katham va sasya shamyati dhruvam. Why don't you inquire? I think this is a continuous thought. Katham bandha katham moksha iti prashnan udaharan paravara vidam padan kasmad rajanna sevase. So, hey Rajan, why don't you go to the wise people? Paravara vidan padan. Go to the feet of the wise people, those who know everything, those who are established in the truth. Kasmad rajanna sevate. Why don't you serve them? And then ask them from them, Koham, who am I? Katham idam jatam, where from this world has come? Katham shamyati, and how this worldly samsara can be quietened? Katham bandhaha, where from this bondage has come? Katham mokshaha, where and how the moksha can be attained? Iti prashnan udaharan. So, go and inquire. These are the questions to be inquired. Not what happens after death. That is the dumbest question. When death is not possible, what will happen after death? See, this example I had given you a number of times. When the husband dies, what happens to the wife? First of all, husband dies means what? Was husband real that he died? It is the man who died, not the husband. Now suppose the man is there, but now the wife has gone away. I don't want to kill the wife. The wife has gone away. Therefore, when the wife has gone, he is no more husband. So do you say that husband who was earlier, now he is not there, he died? No. Nothing happens to the husband. Nothing happens to the wife, because they don't exist. Our question is, after divorce, what happens to the husband? Then answer, he will get again married and again become husband. But who? The same husband doesn't become second time husband. It is the man. Get this point very clear. If a person divorces 3 times, So what will be his story? First time he married, he was H1. Then he divorced. So the H1 died. Then he got married second time. H2, second husband. He also again divorced. Then he also died. What happened to the second husband? Then the third time, again he gets married, H3. Then the wife he leaves. So again the husband third dies. So now question is, where these three husbands have gone? And is the first husband is equal to second husband is equal to third husband is equal to what? Nothing. In the same manner, Paramatma with the Upadhiya Pancha Koshas is Jiva. Same Paramatma with the Upadhiya of the name and the form is Jagat. And the same Paramatma with the Upadhiya of the Maya Shakti is Ishvara. See, my dear friends, this one has to be recognized. Like, is it not our experience? Identified with the gross body, we become the waker and the waking world is real. Then, disidentification with the gross body, but we continue to exist, then the dream experience comes. Then there also, the dreamer, the dream world, the dream good and bad things, that also goes away. So the waker has gone, dreamer has gone, but we are still there. Then the deep sleep comes, that also goes. So there is something which is supporting the waker and his waking world in the gross world, the dreamer and the dream world, and the deep sleeper and his deep sleep world. But there is one principle which has never come and never gone. Therefore, because of these upadhis, one appears to have become many, but in fact it is only one. Aupadhik anekta, the multiplicity on account of the conditions is not real. Like the son, the husband and the father, they are not real. The man is real. Therefore, find out these questions. Koham, who am I? Am I mother, father, mother, sister, husband, wife? Who am I? Kathamidam jatam, where from the world has come? Who created this world? How this world has come? See? So we have to inquire about ourselves, we have to inquire about the world, and then katham shamyati dhruvam, and how can we get out of this mess of the samsara? Then katham bandha syat, and where from the bondage has come, or what is the meaning of the bondage, and katham moksha iti, and what is the meaning of liberation, how can the liberation be attained? Iti prashnan udaharan. Go and ask these questions from whom paravara vidam padan. Go to the feet, holy feet of those who are established in this knowledge. Para apara vidan, those who know the manifest world and the unmanifest world. See? In Upanishad the mantra comes, विद्यते हृदय ग्रंथि छिद्यन्ते सर्व संशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे. Paravara is same paravare. Para is transcendental, the absolute. Avara is the relative, which is appearing in the absolute. He who has tasmin drishte paravare, meaning that which is both the cause and the effect, and therefore is beyond the cause and effect. See? Gold is the cause with reference to effect, with reference to the ornaments. But in fact, the gold is neither the cause nor the effect, is only the gold. Exactly the same way. Tasmin drishte paravare. Then what happens? Vidyate hridaya granthi. The hridaya granthi, the knots of the heart. Knots of the heart are avidya, kama, karma. Because of the ignorance, avidya, incomplete knowledge, desires sprout. And because of the desires, we get into karma. And till such time, avidya, kama, karma, ignorance, desire and karma is associated, we are bound. Nobody can help us. This we have to get rid of. So, Vidyate hridaya grandhi, chidyante sarva samshayaha. Then there is no doubt about what is this world, who am I, who is God, what is spiritual practice, what is the position of karma, what is the position of upasana, what is the position of yoga, what is the meaning of the chitta vritti nirodha. All these things become clear, there is no doubt left whatsoever. See. Chidyante sarva samshayaha, kshiyante chasya karmani. Then all his karma are dissolved. Kshiyante, kshayam yati. See, they are all dissolved. No karma is left. That means the doership or the ego, ahankar, aham kartru bhava is completely gone. Tasmin drishte paravare, when we are abiding in the self. So katham bandha, katham moksha iti prashnan udaharan paravaravidan padan kasman rajanna sevase. Hey Rajan, why don't you go and ask the wise people who are established in the truth about these questions and enlighten yourself rather than wasting your time in the jungle like a wild man. That is not the spiritual practice. See how potently and distinctly, clearly Chudala is telling or Kumbha is telling. We have to be convinced of this, that it is only by the right knowledge, right understanding alone the truth is gained. All other things, kurute ganga sagar gamanam vrata paripalanam athava danam jnana vihina sarvamatena bhajatina muktim janma shatena. You may do so many things. Go to the holy places, go and then do the Ganga Snanam and do the charity and give bhojanam, give dakshina. It has nothing to do with your spiritual life. See? But we are so fixed in this world. In this world means in body identification. And that we don't want to give up. So unless we give up body identification, the importance of this gross world will not go away from our mind. Therefore, this has to be practiced, know yourself. Otherwise you continue to suffer through various kinds of sadhanas. Standing on one leg, doing yoga, doing pranayam, doing meditation, going to the holy places and trying to see chamatkar that is happening. All that becomes your major thing. See? Rajo Vacha. Aho nu bodhitosme vidya tvam me mitram guru pita yad udaratamam vedsi yasminyatena shochate bhavami nirvruto yena tad brahmopadishashu me. So the king says now, Raja Vacha, he said, Aho nu bodhitaha asmi aham adya. Now I am instructed by you, tvam me mitra guru pita. Oh my dear friend, now you are my mitra, you are my friend, you are my guru, you are my father. Yet udaratamam vedsi. And yet vedsi, whatever you know, the ultimate truth, udaratamam, the infinite one, yasmin jnatena shochate, having known which all the miseries and the confusion and the delusion and everything disappears. Jnatena shochate bhavami nivruto yena tad brahmopadishashume. So because of this I will be free from all these negativities. That you kindly instruct me, that Brahma Upadesh kindly give me. Therefore, the position of the karma, position of the yoga, position of the upasana in our life should be clear. Vedanta Dindima clear details. Karmani chitte shuddhyartham. Karma is not for fulfilling the desires. Karma is for going beyond the desires. But we are engaged in karma only to fulfill the desires. Samsara will never end. Karmani chitte shuddhyartham. Because the impurity in the mind is only the desire. A desire-free mind is divine. Karmani chitte shuddhyartham. Then Aikagrartham Upasanam. Upasana is not done for fulfilling the desires which cannot be fulfilled in the normal way. So we invoke the divine powers. And then we go to the Mahatmas, Mahatma ji, we don't have children, please bless us. And the Mahatma will give you one mango and you eat that and you get a child. And then you are tied down in the samsara. See? So we are going contrary to the divine plan. How important it is. If it was necessary to have a child for you, God would have given you. But then you are not happy with His creation. Then you go to one of His ministers, the Siddha Mahatmas, and pray them. And then the Siddha Mahatmas, they go and tell, okay, sir, I know that this fellow should not be, but anyway, he is very sincere, please give him. So you are getting only as a favor, not as the right thing. And whenever you get the thing as favor, you are in trouble. Samsara will not go. See, friends. Therefore, aho nu bodhitosmi adyam tvam me mitra guru pita yad udaratamam vetsi yasmin jnate na shochate. What the absolute reality you know, kindly tell me that, having attained which all the miseries, shoka goes away, and bhavami nivrutto yena, so that I will be liberated from by your Brahma Upadesh. Kindly give me that Brahma Upadesh. Kumbha Uvacha. Now the Kumbha is telling, Yad Upadeya Vakyoham Rajarse Tad Vadami Te Anyatha Nekada Proktam Api Chadvi Phalam Vachaha. Hey Rajarshi, Yad Upadeya Vakyoham. Whatever I am going to tell you, you are not going to argue, you are not going to discuss. Are you ready? Rajan, Yad Upadeya Vakyoyam. Whatever I am going to tell, you have to just accept it as it is. No discussion, no argument, no nothing. See, friends, this I am reading for the first time. And see, these Chudala also tell the same thing. Those who are engaged in argument, logic, questions, best way is to pata nahi. I don't know. Their interest is what happens to death, after death, where do we go? Or what do you think, this corona will continue for how many years? See? Do you think the corruption from our country will go away? If these are the type of questions, what can you talk to such people? See? When we go and ask the questions to the teacher, they are exclusively about the truth, nothing else. So, yad upadeya vakyoham vadami rajarse tatte anyatha anekadha proktam api syad vipalam machaha. See, whatever I am telling, if you are accepting it without argument, logic, and with all sincerity, Shraddha and Saburi, with complete faith and patience, if you listen and work on it, then only it will be useful to you. Anyatha anekadha proktam api, otherwise 100 times even if I tell you, syad vifalam vachaha, it will not help you. Is it not our story? We keep on listening to satsanga every day, and yet there is no change in us. We are same miserable, complain about the children, complain about the people, complain about the government, complain about everything. What we have studied? See, friends, in different words it is said that by Ishvara Krupa, Mahatmas come in our life. Binu Hari Krupa mile nahi santa. Then, because of the grace of the Santa Mahatmas, we come across the Satsanga and the scriptures. By the grace of the scriptures, we get the right knowledge and instructions. Now the last is, we have to do krupa on ourselves. We have to grace ourselves. But here we fail. So out of the four, Ishvara Krupa, Santa Krupa, Shastra Krupa, these three are done. The last is Atma Krupa. So you have to work on yourself. Nobody can help you. This is what we don't want to do. And then we become professional satsangi. There is no change in us. The same old habits. Because whatever we have heard, we have not worked on it. Or we have doubt about it. Or we can only say, it is not possible. How it is possible? Like one lady scolded me. Swamiji, it is okay for you to be happy, be happy. Get married and show how to be happy. I said, okay, Mama, then be miserable. So when you are justifying you are miserable, you can never be happy. Then you will become happy. Suppose you are justifying that you are miserable because of your husband. Then what will happen? You will divorce. And then you will become happy, but you will not be happy. Divorce is only आकाश से टपके खजूर पे लटके, changing the problems. See, friends. Therefore, यद उपादेय वाक्यो हम राजर्षे तद वदामि ते अन्यथा नेकदा प्रोक्तम अपि स्याद् विफलम वचः. Even if I tell you 100 times, but if you do not accept it with all faith, sincerity and work on it, it will go west. सर्वशास्त्रज्ञ सर्वशास्त्रार्थ तत्वज्ञः आसीत् कश्चित् मुनिपुरा अनंत यज्ञ संसाध्ये स चिंतामणि साधने अतीव यत्नवान भूत्वा हस्त प्राप्यम ददर्शतम. So here is the story of the Chintamani. So there was Sarvashastra Tatvajnaha Asit Kashchit Munipura. There was a Muni, there was a saint who was doing tapasya like you are doing here. And he has studied all the scriptures and he has attended so many things. And he knew very well he could give wonderful lectures like I am giving you. May not be wonderful. So Sarvashastra Tatvajnaha Asit Kashchit Puramani. Then Ananta Yatna Samsadhe Sa Chintamani Sadhane. Then he wanted to get the Chintamani. Chintamani is a gem. So whatever you think that happens like that, that is the Chintamani. So he, for getting the Chintamani, he engaged himself. Ananta Yatna Samsadhe. He did lot of tapasya, do this, do that and all that. And then what happened? Ativa Yatnavan Bhutva. He has put all efforts at his disposal, and then he came across this Chintamani in front of him. Then what happened? It's a very beautiful story. Then Kintu Samshayamapannaha Na Jagraha Mani Tada Aham Alpatapa Sadhu Varako Manusha Kila Siddhaya Kadam Ayanti Mam Abhagyaik Bhajanam Iti Tasmin Sthite Mudhe Yato Mani Adrishyatam. See? So although the Chintamani appeared in front of him because of his sadhana and his tapasya, but he did Kintu Samshayapannaha. He had a doubt in his mind. Samshayatma Vinashyati. So what the teacher tells us, if we have doubt, we will never be benefited by the knowledge. Therefore, Shraddha is the foundation of spiritual path. Shraddhavan labate jnanam tatparaha sayyatendriyaha. Bhagavad Gita tells in the 4th chapter. Jnanam is attained only Shraddhavan. And another important thing, Shraddha is always blind. Many people, they have this notion, I don't have blind faith. Faith has to be blind. When we do not know, we have to accept from somewhere. See? And suppose we have faith in somebody and we go and then he cheats us. Then if you have faith in God, then you will take that cheating as a requirement for your evolution. You will not become reactive. See, friends. Kim tu samshayapannah. But dad, although very well read and doing tapasya and all that, he had doubt. And na jagraha manitada. And therefore, although it appeared in front of him, he did not take it. And why he did not take it? Because of his own samshaya doubts. Aham alpatapa sadhu. I have hardly done any tapasya, alpatapa, and varako manusha kila, and I am an average person. See? Aham alpatapa sadhu, varako, very unfortunate human being. Siddhaya katham ayanti mam. How can the siddhi like the Chintamani will come to me? For me, the most unfortunate one. And therefore, abhagyaika bhagya bhajanam. Therefore, I am the most unfortunate. By just little bit of study and meditation, will I get the divinity? No, it is not possible. This is not the thing. And therefore, iti tasmin sthite mudhe yata mani adrishyata. And when he thus doubted about that Chintamani which was in front of him, for him only it appeared. The moment the doubt came in his mind, whether it is Chintamani or not, Chintamani disappeared. Because it is the sentient gem which can fulfill all your desires. See? Chintamani yataha adrushyata disappeared. Eshe bhuya kriya yatnam kurvan ratnendra sadhane dadarshata kajad rupam kaja khandam akhanditam. Now in the story it comes, here they are given in short, when this person was doing sadhana, tapasya and all that, and then he was going from one place to another doing tapasya, and then people ask, what are you doing? I am doing tapasya, I want Chintamani, I want Chintamani. Once I saw, but I don't think it was Chintamani. How can I get Chintamani with little bit of sadhana? So I am doing more. And therefore, then there are cheats always available. So some cheats came and they say, oh, you want Chintamani, we can give you. And come, and they took him somewhere and then took a piece of glass and showed that this is the real Chintamani. Because you have done sadhana, this is for you. Kindly give all your properties and everything to us and take this Chintamani. He said, yes, Chintamani, then I don't need anything. Then he has given up everything that he had, all his property and money, whatever he had given. Now I move with the Chintamani all alone in the forest and lead a happy, independent life. And thus he started moving, taking that piece of glass as the Chintamani. And because it was not Chintamani, none of his desires were fulfilled, and he has already given up everything. So neither he belonged to the samsara nor to the spirituality. This is the story. So, Esha Bhuya Kriya Phalam Kurvan Rajendra Ratnendra Sadhane Dadarshata Kachad Rupam Kacha Khandam Akhanditam. So again he continued his sadhana and moving from place to place and doing lot of tapasya. And for getting the Ratnendra, Ratnendra is the Chintamani, the best among the gems, he again continued his sadhana in a very big way. And Dadarshata Kachad Rupam. Then some cheats have thrown one piece of glass and they say, oh, this is what is ours. No, it is yours. Okay, you are great sadhu, it is yours. You only got it. And thus that piece of glass was given to him, Kala Khandam Akhanditam. See? Then Tataha tam manim adaya praktani sa shriyam dadav jahav. Then when he got that piece of glass which he has mistaken as the Chintamani, then praktani shriyam jahav. Then all the property that he had given it up. And sarvam Chintamani asmat prapyate kim dhanayiti. Now Why should I worry? Because Chintamani is with me, and therefore from this money I will attain everything that I want. Therefore you can take all my property, I want nothing. And thus he has given up all his property and everything. Adataiva mani mudaha shunya kananamayayo. And that fool giving up the original Chintamani and carrying the fake Chintamani in his hand, he came shunya kananamayayo. He came into a unknown dark forest. And Sa Kachamanina Tatra Mahati Apadam Gataha. And having come over there, then he said to the Kachmani, it was not a Chintamani, it was only the glass piece. He said to the Kachmani, now I am hungry, get me food. And nothing came. I am feeling cold, get me some blanket, nothing came. And thus, apadam gataha, and all the tragedies of his life began. See. Now on this, these Chudala tells, you are like that. That Shastrartha Vidwan is none other than you. You had the diamond, the Chintamani in your own house. Your wife told you everything. This is not mentioned here, but in original text it is there. Your wife has told you everything. But you thought, how she will know? She is a fool. Ladies are fool. And therefore you did not listen to me, listen to her. And thereafter you wanted to give up and get the Chintamani. You want to attain realization. And therefore you are given up everything, and then you are doing tapasya. And in this tapasya, what you got? You have lost your royal way. You have become beggar. You have become dried up. Your charm and everything has gone from your life. And what sadhana you are doing? You are that wise man who wanted to get the Chintamani in the wrong way. And therefore, the story is telling that don't run here and there. So like that the man went to the forest and suffered, you are the same way, suffering in this world, in this forest. And yet you are not free from the worries, frustration in your mind. Mind is the same because you have not worked on the mind. Work on the mind is walking the path of knowledge. See, friends, we don't have to gain anything. Be established in this knowledge. See how beautiful this story of Chintamani comes. There is another story which is about an elephant. Now that story I will read a little bit and then explain it in an exhaustive way in next class. Asid Vindhyavane Hasti Mahayuthapayuthapaha Sabadho Loha Jalena Hastipenai Kada Kila Kheda Nimida Nirbhedam Dantabhyam tu Chakarasaha Tadruštva na Punarbadhum Nishchitya Hastipat Tada Papata Gajendrasya Murni Talakaro Adha Apata Durmati Bhumo Aprapya Karina Hira Tampuraha Patitam Društva Mahebha Karunayayau Kepi Spharaguna Assanti Tiryang Gaja Di Gateshvapi Dayayatam Parityajya Sapradesham Yayo Gajaha Gaje Gate Samuthaya Punaha Tasya Jigurshaya Sa Khatavalayam Chakre Hastipaha Kanane Shataha. Now the story is very beautiful. In this story is continuous. Asid Vandevane Kastik Mahayuthapaha. There was a great elephant, the king of all the elephants, Mahayuthapaha, bigger than the biggest. One elephant, and sa baddho mohajalena lohajalena hastipana ekada kila. So he was tied down by the lohajala, that is by the chains, and then what happened? Kheda nibida nirbhedam dantabhyam tu chakarasa. And then he became very miserable because of the tying down, and he had two big tusks, and with the two tusks he just broke those chains, and then he liberated himself. Thereafter what happened, the story will continue in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.